And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be continuing the main scenario of Stormblood. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So we are here in Yanxia at 2825. And we need to talk to Surunuki. And we're very close now to unlocking Doma Castle. So let's talk to him. The quest is called Broken Steel, Broken Men. So T has seen your kind before. I'm not going to pronounce his name every time. Say again, you would have me fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial irregulars? Mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel, and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Yes, plates of steel, all that you can carry. The better to shield them from blade and bullet. If only it were so simple, Master T. Still, steel plates are not so easily procured. Blind, deaf, and dumb you are, boy. We are awash in broken steel. Magitech, great cylinders come crashing to the earth from on high. So, shatter them to bits with my explosives. They will not fail you, for I made them to kill Imperials. Bring me the steel, and you will have your armor. Well, it's not like we know any other armorers who can help. But at least we can get to blow things up. Fair enough. I mean, I could do it. But whatever. Right, so let's go. I even have macros. I can make high quality. Anyway, so which way do we go? I just didn't want to go too far into here because it might take a while to swim across, but whatever. Let's sprint. Look at that swimming technique. The front crawl, I believe it's called. Yeah, okay. Let's go. So it will be interesting to see this barrier taken down. But at the same time, the game will then change forever, if you know what I mean. Ah, okay, we go. Abandoned Magitech. Let's kablooey it. Yeah. So let's get the armor plating. So I wonder how many we have to gather. Is 3 really going to be enough to deck out the entire resistance force? Okay. So the slower the interacting is implying the heavier the armor is. Cool. But wait, there's more. I was going to say, there's no way that was enough. Ooh. We have a mob right here. Hello. Let's carry on. But kaboomy. Let's pick this up. 1. Oh, it's 6 pieces we have to pick up from here. That's more like it. So one thing, Mithrie must have a very strong back. Or she must have that bottomless purse that Hermione was holding around. Okay, next. Free to go. So, we're all leading towards the greater good. I need to sit and watch a movie. It's been a while. Maybe I'll do it tonight. Just like to unwind. Like, I would say, guys, if any of you have actually sat down and watched my 1100 episodes of 14, I do other stuff as well. I don't just play 14 only. I actually watch films. I do a whole bunch of other things that real humans do. Not many, but I do some. Okay, let's go. Okay, hopefully we can go up this way. It seems like they put a staircase up for us. Can we go this way? Yep. Damn it. No, we can't. Rip. Let's go this way instead then. Let's give the armor to the armor smith. And then we can go about destroying those Magitech field generators. Right. Next. Ah. Here's Lys as well. Lys and Ys. So, you have many plates of steel I demanded? Show me. So, 15 of them. So it says, scavenge from broken Magitech wrecks. This metal could be repurposed as armor for villagers. So, then you are committed to your cause, dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war. Stupid, stupid fools. Doma is dead, and so are her people. Ward Kian and Lord Hian are all dead. Their blood is on our hands. That one a bed. 'Twas Lord Kian who saved us, who spared us the worst when the Garleans came. Every shred of pride and honor he cast aside, without a second thought, all to win their trust, all to serve as their puppet. Restored to his throne years later, a paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt, but no matter. He would suffer for his people. A life as slaves... He would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than honor all, he believed, but not us. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. So 10 years of preparation of machinations. So careful we would be, and yet. Doma burned for our foolishness, not for that of Lord Kian. Monzon, the Enclave. They were raised for our sins. We murdered them all, don't you see? We murdered you all. You're wrong, Master. We are still here. We are still alive. Lord Kian too lives on in our hearts and in his son, for Lord Hian has returned. Lord Hian alive? It cannot be. You lie, you lie. It's the truth. Hian came back to Doma to help her fight for freedom. Could it be? Lord Hian yet lives? I do like it's related to Geralt. So bands of steel to bind the chest and belly. Yes, yes. I must heat the forge and begin my work at once. 10, 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. Cool. That's complete. So let's do this. 1 second, guys. Boom. Right. So now let's talk to Lys. So the next quest is called the Doma Within. Lys is more determined than ever to play her part. So even after 25 years of oppression, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. We just have to show them the way forward. Ys and I will stay and help T finish the armor, so you've no need to wait around. Why not go back to the House of the Fierce? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find. Okay. So let's go back to the House of the Fierce. Let's go. So hopefully it won't take too much longer. Still think they should put a press up macro in the game. So everything is in order, miss. Under Lord Kazetsu Sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. I need to start doing push-ups, to be honest. See if I can get to a point where I can do more than 10 without my head exploding from blood rush. So help! Oh, no, no, no. I will not impose upon you without cause. Rest assured that everything is in its place, and everything... So every place is in... Everything is fine. Okay, so let's talk to Haname. So, I require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hien's instructions to me were quite clear. I need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Zayla allies. Speaking of Lord Hien, if you are eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out. Keep an eye on him, perchance, should he decide to venture outside. Okay, next. So, let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector. To hear them mutter, one would think I intended to stride up to the castle gates on my own. The truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I had hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? Would you... Sorry, you would be setting a lot of fretful minds at rest. Very good, then let us depart for Monzen at once. Okay. So we need to go to there. Aha. Land we haven't been to before. Ooh. Let's do it. I think, at least in this game, one less thing to worry about is like Alliance and Horde or whatever. Like in World of Warcraft, where you could be trying to go out and do story or whatever, and then the other faction players just whoop your ass. So at least we can walk around the world fairly safely in that regard. But then again, if I make that comparison, WoW had PvP servers, so you could be killed by other faction players. And 11, some of the mobs and some of the areas were so scary, like you could easily die going around areas by yourself. So there isn't that much in this game that would make you fearful of exploring certain zones. So it's kind of good and bad at the same time. Okay. There's some fate there. Anyway, let's talk to Hien now. So Monsoon was home to many great and powerful families. Men of honor, samurai once. Great sways were raised and people put to the sword. What all remains stands as a testament to what was and what will never be again. So come, I would take a closer look. Okay. I remember some other people running around this place literally on like the second day of early access. It shows how slowly I've been doing this, where it takes like 2 months or something, or more than a month to get here. Okay, let's talk to Hien. So, no sentries, at least for the living sort. Those shambling suits of armor have the run of the place. To think that this was once a bustling street, so full of life, a river of people with a current all its own. Damn it. Sigh. Always happens. So Risty is here to protect me, if needed. You notice how he just descended from the sky like an angel? Ha! Anyway, let's talk to him again. Bye! Okay, so blah. Even though the Imperials walked among us, sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly, but we were always aware of their presence, and we were complicit. He did what he had to do to preserve the peace, to keep our people safe, but at what cost? Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for such dark musings, though they did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west of here, where they may yet be weapons our comrades could use. If you head down that street, past those makeshift barricades, you will come to the ruins. I will search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you have finished. Okay. Now with Magitech, armors, they respond to sound, not to sight. So if I get close to him, he'll attack even if he's looking the other way. Okay, Sieve Katana. Okay, so we have some... Well, we got a sword. Oh, wow. This is be an achievement fate if it made that sound at the start. Okay. So, alas, I found naught of value. Did you? I found a Sieve Katana. It says, found in the ruins of Mongzin, this finely crafted blade shows little signs of use. Interesting. So still sieved in its scabbard. So even shielded from the elements, it will need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognize the crest. It belonged to the son of the samurai I trained with when I was young. I never even had the chance to draw it. There she is, Doma Castle, my home. They let us keep her for a time before gradually moving their forces across from Flu Minis. Now her every court and corridor belongs to Yotsu. Though father spent much of his time there, I did not. I may only have visited him there on half a dozen occasions. If that, I cannot remember. But I remember the view from the keep. Doma seemed much smaller from there, like you could hold it in your hands. Well, Monzin at least. Doma is so much more than that. There beyond the moon gates, onto the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here, in the places that no man can see or touch or take from you. We carry her with us, wheresoever we go. Not that the land or the soil, but the story. And what is life if not a story? The story of our journey from dawn to dusk, day after day after day. The story of our mothers and our fathers, our families and our friends, our peoples and our nations. That's poetic. So I think a part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep. Heian, son of Kayan, another caretaker of the story of Doma. It is a fine castle, truly, with an even finer view, but in the end... Kami, strike me down. How could I be so blind? We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I have had what can only be described as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent that it cannot be improved. And I know how. Okay, so let's complete. I just hope I have enough bag space. Cool. I've got 2 slots on my bags, so let's talk to him. The next quest is called On the Eve of Destiny. Heian understands what he must do for Doma. On second thought, Mithrie, I ask that you return to the House of the Fierce without me, and tell Alphinaud to call the others together for a meeting. It is imperative that the Kojin emissary be in attendance as well. I shall join you anon. Okay, so I'll go back to the House of the Fierce. So we are getting closer to unlocking the Doma Castle. You see, there's not much left to explore in this zone, to be honest. Okay. Let's go Setsu. Okay, there's Alphinaud. So Lord Heian wishes to discuss details of our plan. Very well. If he insists, I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of the emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Greetings and well met, old friends. The Elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
How?
If, you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Soroban. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Kojin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Kojin advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Doma Castle.
Interesting.
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father, and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
Stone walls do not a nation make, my friend. Her people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild. So let us only think of this battle, of victory here and now. For without that, we have no future.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hien, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Kojin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
A lot of nodding in this game. Okay, so let's talk to Yugiri. So no plan is perfect, but there is ever room for improvement. I expect my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you are unaware, the others joining will lead the assault on the Moon Gates, not I. My place is at Lord Hien's side. Cool. Let's talk to Lise. If there's nothing else, I'll head back to Namai. T's working hard, and Ease is doing what he can to help. But maybe there's more that I can do too. He was like a different person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope. Okay, so next, let's talk to the last person. Okay, go Setsu. Our plan is set, and all that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount. For tomorrow we may die. Have you not... Sorry, have you two not done enough? Will you not pause for a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not on to battle with weary eyes of lingering regrets, my friend. Okay, so they're basically saying rest. And I can understand that. If you work too hard, you work too hard. Especially if you need to work harder. So, Soroban informs me that his sappers will be ready within the day, which means that we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you will play, I think it only prudent that you refrain from further labours and rest until tomorrow. Agreed? Far from me to refuse, no rest for the righteous. We shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend. So that's complete. You call that resting?
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day. Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe, finally, something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust has settled, we'll see what we've won, and what we've lost. I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing. Right, off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Elfino and Alize. Quietly, of course.
Bye.
Another restless soul. Come, come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Speak louder, dude. Jeez.
Good. Good. I should be interested to know her thoughts on the matter.
Ah, that's enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak. In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two failures which haunt me to this day. The first, a defeat at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. Long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Kyan, allowed at last to receive visitors, called for me, of all people, for my unborn child, he said. For my dearest Shun, live. My Second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Cayenne, but Lord Hien too. That I yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves. Yet you, all of you, saw fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance to serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair. Even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. He is right about one thing, though. We have you and yours to thank for this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past tomorrow, no? If you've no intention of sleeping, Yugiri, you may as well join us.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
Cool. So, the next quest is called The Die is Cast. All hangs in a balance, as Hien well knows. So there she is. I trust that you are none worse for wear after last night. We received confirmation after the Kojin... from the Kojin not long ago. Their sappers stand the ready and await our signal. Let us not keep them and the others waiting. Gather your things, we depart at once. So Alphanode, instruct Lees and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts report no change in the Imperial's deposition, but I would leave nothing to chance. We must act quickly, lest we lose the element of surprise. Understood. I will relay your orders to her and rejoin my unit. Gosetsu and Yugiri await the two of you at Monzon. Good luck, my friends. I will see you both again soon. Cool. So let's go. So now we're heading towards the Doma Castle. So we can get this done finally. Finally. And yeah, what can I say? It's been a very good story so far, and I feel like we've not seen anything yet, sort of thing. Not to this point in the story. We're still in the leveling up phase. We will see what, for example, 4.1 is like and the rest of the expansion. And also, I wonder if in 5.0, in the next expansion, if we'll finally actually get to go towards Golem mode. And if we do go towards Golem mode, then what is 6.0? You know what I mean? It's like, how do they extend the story further after we've actually gone and defeated the Empire? Do we go to the moon? Okay, so we go. Okay, we're nearly there. Okay. Let's try not to aggro all the mobs, if possible. Look like Jabba the Hutt.
Understood. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
Right. You all know what you have to do. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
Then what are you waiting for? Move out!
Why must we waste our time guarding this blasted... Hmm?
Sound the alarm! Fluminous is under attack! Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter! We need reinforcements!
In the face.
This is Lee's. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
Here they come.
Ah, war! To wield power to make men kneel before you. There is no better feeling. A pity I must share this pleasure with a feral dog of a Dothal.
Preening, Oreneer. You fear that you will put the sun in shade. Those are for you. Go, claim your prey.
Nice. Double kill.
Come to me! Come to your death! With each that falls, my soul soars higher!
Swiftly, brothers! Fall not behind! Make an offering of their steel to Father Azim!
Okie
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
Yep.
My lord, the barrier!
Nice.
That it should fall so soon. Truly, our allies seem determined to surpass each other.
That was easy.
The Magitech field is down. I repeat, the Magitech field is down. Confederate vessels, you are clear to advance upon the Enclave.
Nice.
The wall is breached. The Kojin too will not be outdone.
Our allies have set the stage. Now we must take the castle. With me!
Interesting.
My lady, the riverside wall has been breached. The lower levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
So I gathered. He would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, or the last desperate flailings of a fool. Speaking of which, how fares my boot?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Owless. By all indications, it was a success.
Is that so? Then he may yet be of some use. Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? Their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving not ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his wrath. Tell the men to fight as if their lives depend on it. Because they do.
As you command, my lady.
Again they come to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
I still maintain that she just needs a hug. Okay, let's talk to Hian. So, there can be no doubt. The Viceroy is trapped, and so comes our part. Our Kojin allies will deliver us to our destination, to the Western Dock. And do not forget to bring your fellow adventurers, Mithrie. Okay. Let's do this. I'm more curious about Yotsuyu, to be honest. Like, I want to see more as to why she became the woman she is now. Because we've already seen she was just a Doman child. Okay, I want to make sure I don't, like, jump off the wrong cliff, because that would be awkward. Okay, is this the right way? Wheeze, blood. Okay, cool. So, greetings and well met, my friends. Climb aboard, climb aboard. There is room enough for you all. So, Mithrie, that we might improve our odds of success, we will divide into 2 parties upon arrival. One compromising you and your adventure comrades, the other Gosetsu Yugiri and myself. Each will enter the keep via a separate route, dispatching any Imperial forces that attempt to bar their path. Even should one meet with misfortune, the other will reach Yutsuyo. Agreed? Ritsuyu. Then let us be about it for Doma. Cool. So Doma Castle is now accessible. Epic. Alright. So next step is to do the Doma Castle dungeon. So anyway guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye guys.